Hello, buddy. I'm Sammy from talk2anyone.com, and today I want to talk about a trend that I've noticed that I do not like at all, and that especially is true for guys, and that is just infuriatingly stupid, and that is stalking women on Instagram or online before actually talking to them in the real world. I've seen this from so many perspectives. I've had guy friends that did this to women that they were interested in. I have seen this being friends with girls where a guy from the gym would just suddenly message her on Instagram. She would just ignore him and then talk to me about it at the gym while he was there. Hey, that guy messaged me on Instagram. It's just infuriatingly stupid. So what's going to happen if you're doing this, if you've ever done this? I'm not saying you're a stupid person or anything. I'm just saying it's unwise, because here's what happens, right? So you message this girl, you see her semi-regularly, maybe at the gym once in a while, or at church, or wherever, at school. You've never talked to her in real life, right? You message her on Instagram, and she just ignores it, right? Which is what's gonna happen most of the time. She's just gonna ignore it, or it's gonna be in her message requests where she has 7,000 guys messaging her every day. And at that point, you're like, oh, did she read it? And you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Did she notice it? And now it's weird between you. If you now want to approach her in the real world, you don't know whether she's actually already rejected you, right? You don't know, because there's no way to tell. Did she just not see it? Did she ignore it? What happened, right? And also, having seen this, with girls where it was done to them and they told me about it, it's just pathetic. That's what they think about it, right? We see each other semi-regularly. Instead of coming over and talking to me, you're sending me a message on Instagram, for real? And then when we're in the same room, for example, at the gym, you don't even acknowledge my existence? It just makes it weird. You're basically taking your chances from average to zero at that point. So please don't do that. Guys, please. I know it's much easier to send a message on Instagram than it is to actually talking to people in the real world. But please, always talk to girls in the real world first, okay? Have a positive interaction. And if she's not obviously dismissive, then you can send her a request on Instagram and a message on Instagram. But before that, please do not. You're not helping your chances at all. Maybe in your fantasy, she just, messages you back and starts flirting, but that's not what happens. It's just, especially if she knows that you see her in the real world. Why isn't he talking to me if he's interested? What's going on, right? That's not what a man does, is it? According to some people. So please, guys, stop doing that. Now, if you want to learn how to actually approach women in the real world, you can head over to talk2anyone.com. We have a tool that gives you good conversation starters and options to keep the conversation going. Just head to talk2anyone.com or Google Talk to Anyone with numbers, and go to how to talk to women. In this example, we had the gym, for example, and you have here a bunch of conversation starters. Let's just expand this. I want more. Here's a bunch of conversation starters that you could use, right? Wow, you're making that look easy. What's your favorite upper body exercise, right? Just something like that. Wow, you're making that look easy. You're extremely strong. What are you, like a weightlifter? Do you do powerlifting? Ask her anything, right? Maybe between sets, Wow, I've never seen anyone do that exercise before. What muscle group does it target? Anything, ask anything. Or let's go to how to talk to women, and just a general one, right? Just for general situations. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice your book or your laptop or your shirt. Just notice something about her. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice your cute dog. What kind of breed is it, right? Just ask anything. But of course, very important to always make eye contact first. Let's go into that real quick. Make this big, make me small. So always make eye contact first. Smile at her. If she smiles back, say hi and use the conversation starters up here, right? If she's kind of embarrassed but smiling, laughing, not seeming upset or neutral, Also, say hi, start with the conversation starters. If she's neutral, just looks at you, leave her alone. If she avoids eye contact, definitely do not talk to her. Never approach women from behind. You'd be surprised how many people make that mistake. It's actually shocking in many ways. I've actually seen it in real life. Like, guy comes from behind. He's like, "Hey, hey," and the girl's like, "What? Oh, what's going on?" Startling her, actually kind of scaring her. Don't do that either, okay? So yeah. And then once you're done, you did your conversation starter, you can go on to the conversation options. Just learn some of them by heart so you can use them in real conversation. Some of them, it's just stuff that is quite obvious, conversation starters and conversation options, things to ask about, wow, do you live around here? I've never seen you before. It's obvious stuff, but you don't think about it in the moment. You can't think of it in the moment because you're nervous and you're under pressure and you need to improvise, and maybe you have to think about other things. You have to analyze what she's doing. Yeah, just ask interesting questions. Read her body language and the way she's behaving, right? If she's really interested and she asks questions back and smiles and it's a pleasant conversation, keep going. Maybe ask for a number at the end or contact information if you're never going to see her again. Else, if she's dismissive, if she just answers with short sentences like no or yes or maybe, I don't know, right? Leave her alone. Excuse yourself. Oh, sorry, I have to go see my doctor or whatever. Just get out of there. Obviously, she's not interested in talking, which is going to happen, by the way. And I know the reason why a lot of people are using Instagram is because the rejection is passive, right? The rejection is just, she's not going to read the message, she's not going to answer. That's your rejection. It's easy, right? If you get rejected in person, it's more difficult. But please, guys, please, it's just, it cannot be respected, approaching women online, just sending them an Instagram message. I don't know what the success rate of that is. Please, just in my experience, don't do it. It's never a good idea. Anyways, guys, that's it for this little rant of mine. Head over to talk21.com if you want to learn how to talk to people and you need some good conversation starters and options to learn. Subscribe to this channel if you want more content like this. Leave a like for the video if you've enjoyed it. And let me know in the comments, have you ever approached women on Instagram? And how did it work out for you? Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later.